Do you ever feel like you're constantly on edge, with your heart racing and your thoughts spinning, but you can't figure out why? You tell yourself to calm down. You try to breathe, but that anxious feeling just won't go away. What if I told you that the answer isn't some big, mysterious problem, but something you're doing every single day without even realizing it? Stick around, because today we're uncovering 3 common daily habits that are secretly cranking up your anxiety levels. And trust me, the third one is a real shocker that affects almost everyone. By the end of this video, you'll not only identify these habits, but also learn simple, effective ways to reclaim your peace of mind. So, what's the first sneaky habit that's feeding your anxiety? It's your morning routine, or, more specifically, how you start your day. Imagine this. Your alarm goes off, and what's the very first thing you do? If you're like millions of other people, you grab your phone. You start scrolling through social media, checking emails, and reading the news. Before your feet even hit the floor, you've bombarded your brain with a flood of information, comparison, and potential stressors. You see a friend's perfect vacation photo, a stressful work email, or a scary news headline. This immediately puts your nervous system into a reactive fight or flight mode. You're starting your day from a place of deficit, already feeling behind, inadequate, or worried. This isn't a mindful, intentional start. It's a chaotic one. Your brain learns to associate waking up with an immediate need to catch up and react to external pressures. Over time, this conditions your body to wake up feeling anxious. It sets the tone for the entire day, making you more susceptible to stress and less resilient to challenges. Instead of owning your morning owns you. So how do we fix this? It's simpler than you think. Implement a no-phone-for-first-30-minutes rule. I know, it sounds terrifying at first, but give it a try. You get to decide what your emotional state will be, rather than letting your social media feed or inbox dictate it for you. You're teaching your brain that mornings are for peace and preparation, not panic and pressure. All right, let's move on to the second hidden anxiety trigger. And this one has to do with what you're consuming throughout the day. Do you start with a big, sugary coffee? Do you reach for a soda or an energy drink when you hit that afternoon slump? Do you snack on pastries, cookies, or candy to get a quick boost? These things have become so normal in our culture that we don't even question them. But here's the science. Caffeine is a stimulant. It directly activates your central nervous system, which can mimic the physical symptoms of anxiety. It can cause a race in heart, restlessness, and jitters. If you're already prone to anxiety, caffeine is like pouring gasoline on a fire. And then there's sugar. When you consume a lot of sugar, your blood glucose levels spike, giving you a temporary high. But what goes up must come down. The inevitable crash that follows can leave you feeling irritable, foggy, and shaky symptoms that your brain can easily interpret as anxiety. This creates a vicious cycle. You feel tired and anxious, so you reach for more sugar or caffeine for a pick-me-up, which leads to another crash, which makes you feel even more anxious. You're essentially putting your body on a hormonal and neurological roller coaster all day long. This constant fluctuation keeps your system in a state of stress and instability, making it incredibly difficult to feel calm and centered. You might think that afternoon coffee is helping you focus, but it could be the very thing that's making you feel overwhelmed and on edge later. Try cutting back by a little bit each day. Maybe you switch to half-calf coffee, or you replace one of your daily sodas with a sparkling water. When you feel that afternoon slump, instead of grabbing a candy bar, try going for a brisk 5-minute walk outside. The fresh air and movement can give you a more sustainable energy boost without the anxious side effects. It's about fueling your body in a way that supports your mental well-being, not sabotages it. It's the constant avoidance of boredom. Think about it. When was the last time you just sat and did nothing? When you were waiting in line at the grocery store, did you just stand there? Or did you pull out your phone? When you were in the elevator, did you look at the walls? Or did you check your notifications? We have filled every single empty moment of our lives with stimulation. We listen to podcasts. While we cook, we watch videos. While we eat, we scroll social media. While we're on the toilet, we have trained our brains to be constantly entertained, constantly distracted. We are terrified of being alone with our own thoughts. And this is where the anxiety comes in. When you're constantly distracting yourself, you're not allowing your brain to process emotions, solve problems, or just simply rest. Your thoughts and feelings don't just disappear because you're watching a video. They get pushed down. Then, when you finally do have a quiet moment, like when you read trying to fall asleep at night, all of those suppressed thoughts and feelings come rushing to the surface at once. This is why so many people experience their worst anxiety at night. Their brain is finally getting the chance to process everything it was distracted from all day, and it's completely overwhelming. You're teaching your brain that your own thoughts are scary and should be avoided at all costs, which, paradoxically, makes them even more powerful and anxiety-inducing when you can no longer escape them. So, the antidote to this is to intentionally practice boredom. Yes, you heard me right. Schedule do-nothing time into your day. It will feel uncomfortable at first. Your brain will scream for a distraction, but stick with it. This practice is like mental It gives your brain the chance to sort through the day's events, process emotions in real time, and solve background problems. It's a form of mindfulness. By allowing yourself to be bored, you're relearning how to be comfortable in your own skin, alone with your own mind. You'll find that your thoughts are not as scary as you thought they were. Over time, this practice will significantly lower your anxiety because you're no longer letting that mental pressure build up. Your mind will become a calmer, more organized place to be. To recap, the 3 sneaky habits fueling your anxiety are: starting your day with a flood of digital information, relying on the caffeine and sugar roller coaster for energy, and constantly avoiding boredom in your own thoughts. By making small, intentional changes like creating a phone-free morning routine, mindfully reducing stimulants, and scheduling moments of quiet stillness, you can take back control from your anxiety. It's not about making huge, drastic life changes overnight. It's about being aware of these subtle habits and gently steering yourself towards a calmer, more centered state of being, one small choice at a time. You have the power to change your relationship with anxiety. And remember, if your anxiety feels overwhelming and is significantly impacting your daily life, it's a sign of strength to reach out for help. Talking to a mental health professional can provide you with personalized tools and support. There is no shame in seeking help. It's one of the best things you can do for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these insights were helpful. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content on mental well-being and personal growth. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these habits resonated with you the most? Sharing your experience can help others feel less alone. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for spending this moment with Soft Healing. Heal gently and live calmly.